It's the scandal no one saw coming, but everyone is talking about. KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris, two of the most controversial figures in love and hip-hop history, have just been blacklisted from reality TV. That's right. After years of drama, betrayals, and headline-making moments, their time in the spotlight has come to a shocking and unexpected halt. But why? What really went down behind the scenes that led producers to make this drastic decision? Sources say it all started with an explosive backstage altercation, one so intense, so chaotic, that security couldn't even contain the situation. Cameras were rolling, tempers were flaring, and before anyone knew it, fists were flying. And now, after years of being reality TV royalty, Kirk and Mendeecees are reportedly done for good. No more cameras, no more confessionals, just a cold, hard reality they never saw coming. But hold on, there's more to this story than what's being reported. Was this really just about one fight? Or was there something much bigger brewing behind the scenes? Betrayals, secret alliances, shocking revelations. This scandal is deeper than anyone imagined. Stay tuned, because we're about to break it all down. No, nobody saw it coming. Not like this. The tension between KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris had been simmering beneath the surface for weeks, but nobody expected it to boil over into full-blown chaos. What started as harmless shade turned into a career-ending brawl, one that would shake the entire Love and Hip Hop franchise to its core. It all went down at a private, closed-door after-show taping, where cast members were supposed to air out their differences before the official reunion episode. No cameras, no pressure, just a chance to clear the air. At least, that was the plan. But when you put egos, grudges, and reality TV stars hungry for drama in the same room, it's only a matter of time before something explosive happens. And that night, it did. Kirk and Mendeecees had never been close, but there was mutual respect. Until recently, rumors started swirling that Mendeecees had been talking reckless behind Kirk's back, calling him a washed-up has-been who only stayed relevant because of Rashida's hustle. At first, Kirk brushed it off. After all, Love and Hip Hop thrived on drama, and loose lips were nothing new. But when multiple people came forward saying that Mendeecees had taken things even further, Kirk couldn't ignore it anymore. The whispers turned into full-blown accusations. Mendeecees was allegedly telling producers that Kirk was desperate to start fake beef just to stay on the show, that he was a liability, bringing nothing new to the franchise except old scandals and tired drama. For Kirk, that was personal. He had the nerve to say, "I'm the one holding the show back." Kirk reportedly vented to cast members before the fight. This man barely got out of prison, and now he thinks he's running things. It wasn't just about ego. It was about respect. And Kirk wasn't about to let someone like Mendeecees disrespect his legacy. Inside sources say that Kirk pulled Mendeecees aside before the reunion taping, wanting to settle things man to man, but Mendeecees wasn't backing down. "If you worried about what I'm saying, maybe you should fix what's broken," Mendeecees allegedly told Kirk, his tone dripping with arrogance. Kirk's face twisted, his jaw clenched, and that was all it took. What started as a heated exchange turned into a full-blown screaming match, with cast members and producers watching in complete shock. "You were a guest on this show. I built this before you even got here," Kirk snapped, pointing a finger at Mendeecees. Mendeecees just laughed, a slow, mocking laugh that sent Kirk over the edge. Before security could even react, Kirk shoved Mendeecees hard, sending him stumbling back into a chair. That was the moment everything spiraled out of control. Mendeecees lunged forward, grabbing Kirk's shirt, and in seconds, fists were flying. Chairs crashed, glasses shattered, Cast members screamed. Security rushed in, trying to separate them, but both men were seeing red. Yandy Smith, Mendeecees' wife, was yelling at him to stop, while Rashida desperately tried to pull Kirk away. But it was too late. The damage was already done. The worst part? It was all caught on camera. Someone in that room had pulled out their phone the second things started getting tense. And the moment Kirk and Mendeecees threw hands, the footage was already spreading like wildfire. Within minutes, clips started surfacing on social media. Fans were shocked. Comments were flooding in, and the Love and Hip Hop production team was in full panic mode. "This ain't normal reality TV drama," one producer reportedly said. "This is career-ending." The fight was so intense, so brutal, that producers had no choice but to shut down filming immediately. Kirk was pulled into one room, furious and still fuming. Mendeecees was in another, his face twisted with rage, and behind the scenes, the executives were already making a decision that nobody expected. Because while fights were common in reality TV, what had just happened was too far. It was too dangerous, too raw, too destructive, and before the night was even over, an emergency meeting had been called. The verdict? KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris were about to get hit with the biggest punishment of their careers, and this time there was no coming back. The fallout from the fight was immediate and brutal. Within hours, the Love and Hip Hop production team had a crisis on their hands. And it wasn't just about broken chairs and shattered egos. The network executives weren't just angry, they were livid. Fights had happened before. Sure, reality TV thrived on drama, and a little pushing and shoving was expected. But this was different. This was two longtime cast members throwing down in a way that could have led to serious injuries. And worse, it had all been leaked. The video was everywhere. Fans had already dissected every second of the footage, replaying the moment Kirk shoved Mendeecees. The way Mendeecees lunged at him, the sounds of glass breaking in the background, and the reactions? Explosive. Social media was in a frenzy. Never thought I'd see the day Kirk and Mendeecees get into a full-on brawl. Love and Hip Hop will never be the same. This fight was wild. Mendeecees straight up snapped. If Kirk and Mendeecees get kicked off the show over this, I'm done watching. Fans were divided. Some took Kirk's side, saying Mendeecees had no right to be talking down on a Love and Hip Hop OG. Others were Team Mendeecees, arguing that Kirk had no business putting his hands on someone first. But there was one thing everyone agreed on. This was one of the biggest scandals in the franchise's history. And the executives? They weren't just worried about the public reaction. They were worried about their reputation. The fight had gone beyond what they could spin into good TV. There were legal concerns. Sponsors were getting nervous. If they let Kirk and Mendeecees stay, it would send the wrong message. That's when the decision was made. By the next morning, both Kirk and Mendeecees got the call. They were officially fired from Love and Hip Hop. No warning, no second chances, just gone. And that was just the beginning of their problems. Because now, new rumors were spreading. Had KirkFrost and MendeeceesHarris been blacklisted from all reality TV? Insiders claimed that multiple networks were now hesitant to work with them. Some execs felt they were too much of a liability. And with how quickly things had escalated, nobody wanted to take that risk. One producer even told a source, "We can't have another situation like this. If Kirk and Mendeecees couldn't keep it professional, how can we trust them on another show?" Could they really bounce back after this? Or was this the end of Kirk and Mendeecees' reality TV reign for good?